Both groups had gathered at Cliffside Landing to finalize what would happen going forward. There was no doubt that all were eager to carry on with the work that had begun. There were still questions pertaining to Eliza Salem and Saru. None wanted to let go of things as it felt undone. Well, Bigwig said, seems we have to decide who's going to patrol the fringe trail with Peppermint, Aurora, and me. I don't like hedging the fates with numbers, but we don't really have them for. Easy there, Heat said. I was on site for all of this, but I have to get back to my husband and Bestie. We have our own group. I'm just here to see how you all decide to divide up. And who came up with those names? And I'm not leaving my bestie either, Brave said, still hugging Peppermint. So that's 4 for the Nowhere Patrol. If none mind, Maple Jolt said, I would like to helm the Skullfingers, and as such I would like to request Shiguma and Lunar remain therein. Shiguma nodded and looked over to the glowing-haired Genshin. I need to visit my sister Ghost Comet, Lunar said, but I would very much like to stay on the team. My daughter and I will swap to the Skulls, Holiday said. Seems we might be heading after Eliza anyway, and we can definitely get them in the right direction. If it's all right, Never said, I would like to explore the fringe with the family. I learned a lot from all of this, and I would like to be close to Atlas Central's library so I can find ways to strengthen my abilities. That leaves 3 undecideds, Bigwig said, looking to Dove, Yerna, and Omega. No feelings will be hurt no matter what you do. Might even decide to bow out after all this. There's no shame in that. Dove was the first to say something as she stepped to the center of the area where they had chosen to discuss things. I wish to join neither. I have thought much. While I fared well with guidance, I still have much to learn. For this, I have enrolled at the library and will be taking courses to learn about myself and those that dwell upon Morn. Mabel walked over to her sister, and the 2 mannequins embraced in a quick hug. Dove turned to each of the heroics before giving them a bow and returning to the sides. Omega passed her, but did not stop as she walked over to Maple. You had dealings with the Admiral, and he was responsible for what happened to me, she said. I would be honored if I could join you. Maple smiled, and all turned to look at Yerna Skyleaf. I need to get this beast back to Ferocity, she said before noting the looks. My wife and I already decided to move to Atlas. Relax. Makes commuting to visit my sister and her girl easier as well. So, Bigwig, seems you have your 6. Yeet, hope the house you picked for us has room for Twinkle. The Wahila nodded in affirmative. Tapping his comp, Bigwig locked down the roster of the Nowhere Patrol. Looking up, he saw Maple do the same. The 2 groups, minus Callie, who was still being looked after, looked across at one another. It was then that Never chimed in. Don't tell me we all have to fight like in those old Earther comics. At that, they all burst into laughter as the lights of Cliffside sprung up around them, signaling the end of another day. And that's the end of the Nowhere Patrol and the Skullfingers. Thank you for listening. Welcome to the near future, and I'll see you soon.